Salary is not salarying. The income is not incoming. Like, hello everyone, this is the Golden Girl MD, and this is the very first video of my Medic Monday series. The question is being a medical doctor for you? The reason why I'm doing a video about this is because I feel like for many of us, especially people from back home, we are not given the adequate amount of information on becoming a medical doctor. We have certain impressions about medical doctors that are not necessarily true. They are not necessarily true, and we don't get to see the whole picture. I know people who have entered into medicine and have regretted it, but just because they have spent so many years, so much money, they feel like, hey, it's too late to go back, let me just continue, and so they end up living unfulfilled lives. On the other hand, I know of people who have become medical doctors and are living their best lives and they're enjoying it so much, and they wouldn't rather do anything else. And so this video is the first part of being a medical doctor, to be or not to be. So we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why medicine may not be for you and 5 reasons why medicine may be for you. And in this video, we're going to talk about 5 reasons why medicine may not be for you. Okay, so if you're interested in hearing more, please subscribe, like, and share, and stick and stay. The very first reason why medicine may not be for you is because of the stress. Yes, medicine can be really stressful. Think about it. You go to medical school for about 6 years, okay, and then many months, many years of studying, of burning the midnight candle, of just slaving yourself, just because the content is so much. There's so much to learn in medical school that if you don't really put yourself into it, if you don't immerse yourself into it, you can easily fail. And so that is stressful in itself. And then you finish medical school thinking that, wow, I'm a doctor, I've arrived, malande. And then you enter house job and you realize that, it's almost like you're still in medical school. In fact, some people say it's even worse than being in medical school, because you are the most junior doctor in the team. And so almost everything is done by you. You do all the admin work. You're the one who, interacts with patients more often. You're the one staying there, doing nights, doing all the extra hours. And you honestly, you really feel like overwhelmed. And house job can be a period where people sort of lose touch with their friends because it's so stressful and it really takes a lot. Then you finish house job and then you become a medical officer, and then you have the added level of being the one responsible, because when you become a medical officer, now you're able to take decisions on your own, and that on its own is another level of mental stress. And so if you're someone who cannot handle stress, you are someone you don't do well under pressure, maybe you should reconsider going into medicine. The second reason why medicine may not be for you is because medicine has a lot of low lows. What do I mean by low lows? So in medicine, you deal directly with human beings, right? And it can be very exciting when you're able to help a patient, you're able to prevent somebody from dying, you're able to help a woman deliver her baby safely. It's very exhilarating. On the other hand, when you lose a patient, especially your first patient, it takes a lot out of you. I remember when I lost my first patient, that was on the medical ward when I was doing my housemanship, and this was a patient who was, chronically ill. This patient didn't have a very good prognosis. But when the patient passed and I was asked to come and declare that the patient was dead, and that's something that we do. So if a patient passes on, the nurses will usually call a doctor to come and confirm that the patient is really dead. After I confirmed that death, look, I don't really want to remember, because it was like it took something. it was quite sad. I was brokenhearted because, it's not an experience that is very nice, especially when you have to break the bad news to the relatives. Oh, and the worst of it is when a child dies. That is something. And so if you're someone you can't handle such situations, you don't do well with loss, because it comes with the terrain. It's part of it. You can't really escape it. Like, people are going to go no matter what you do, and so you have to be able to deal with that. And I think we have to do better in our hospitals, and our medical councils should do better by providing doctors with counseling and counselors, because our work has a certain extra level of emotional stress, and if you're not somebody who can handle that well, you can just break down. Either you break down, or you're going to detach yourself completely, and you're going to become insensitive, and you're going to become numb. So it has very low lows, and so if you can't handle that, maybe you should reconsider. A third reason why medicine may not be for you is because the training can be really expensive. It was true in my time, and it's true today, and it's true in Africa, and it's true in Europe. Like, becoming a medical doctor involves a lot of money. School fees are not a joke. Books are not a joke. Recently I was googling the price of a stethoscope, and when I saw the price, I was like, man, like, medical students today don't have it easy at all. It's very expensive. Now, it doesn't end there. You think that you finish medical school, so all the costs are gone. No, you become a house officer, you do your house job, you finish your house job. Don't forget that every exam you write, you will pay registration. Every single year, you are going to renew your license. Before you even get your permanent license, you have to pay money for it. Do you understand? Then every year, like I already said, you renew your license. Then you want to do specialization, you register, you will pay another. Look, then you go and do ATLS course, you go and do BLS course. Like, you do so many courses, and you are paying for them. So, and it's the same everywhere. My husband is training here as a general surgeon, and the amount of money that he has had to put into doing courses and training programs. Luckily, in the UK, a lot of hospitals, a lot of deaneries will sponsor some of them, and so when you pay some of those monies, they refund. Okay, but a large amount of it is going to come from your pocket, and that's because medicine is a lifelong journey of learning, and it's just the nature of the field. Things keep changing, techniques change, and so you have to change and adapt with them, and that involves money. So medicine, it's not cheap. And so if you're thinking of sending your child to medical school, or you're a young person, you want to go into medical school, this is one of the things to consider. Okay. The fourth reason, this one I have to pour my heart. So the fourth reason why medicine may not be for you is because the pay, that is the salary, in other words, the income, is not as it seems. So let me explain. The salary that you get as a medical doctor is not... Look, a lot of people think that when they become medical doctors, they're going to become millionaires, or they're going to become billionaires. It's not true. Look, come closer. Are you listening to what I'm saying? It's not true. Okay, take it from me. Okay, and I'm sure a lot of medical doctors will agree with me. If you're a medical doctor watching this video, please comment down below. It's not true, especially with inflation. The salary is not salarying. The income is not incoming. like Honestly, you'll be fine. Let me not make it look like doctors don't get anything. No. So you'll be comfortable. You live a comfortable life. You'll be able to afford your basic needs. But in this day and age, where a single income can no longer adequately fund a home, especially if you have kids, the salary, and when you compare the amount of work doctors do and the risk that we take, honestly. And the reason why I can say this is because I know people who do a lot of other jobs. I know even people who work from home, oh, and they do like IT, data analytics, things like that, and they get paid crazy amounts of money. It's unfortunate, and please don't be deceived. It's the same in almost everywhere. I know in the US, doctors get a lot of money in the US. I think so. If you're from the US, please comment down below if I'm wrong. But I think doctors make way more money in the US than if they were in the UK or in Ghana or in Nigeria or in most other countries. So the salary, if you think you want to become a doctor because you want to make money, please, I'm very sorry to tell you that you'll be okay. Oh, it's a good profession. It's a noble profession. But don't put your heart. What my Nigerian friends will say, don't beat your full chest and say that you become a millionaire, because you would have to have other skills. You would have to have something extra to be able to become a billionaire or a millionaire from being a doctor. You have to be able to leverage and use your medicine to do other things in order to make that extra income. Do you get me? I said I was going to talk from my heart, so please pardon me, but I think you get the point. The final reason why being a doctor may not be for you is because of malpractice costs and lawsuits. Okay, now, gone are the days of when, and I'm talking, about practicing in Africa, okay? Gone are the days where, you would make a mistake and a patient will go like, oh, we'll just give it to God. You say, oh, doctor, Famanyami, this is tree. Those of you who don't understand tree, it means like, we'll give it to God. Famanyami, oh, don't worry, it's okay. Doctor, look, God knows. Nowadays, there's nothing like that. Oh, look, you'll be taken to court. You'll be taken to court and you can be prosecuted. You can go to jail just because of a mistake you made. Now, that's not to say that doctors should just, do anything. Because of the nature of our profession, we have to be extremely careful. We have to be very, 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 very vigilant. We have to be very, very, very detailed. We have to be very, 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 careful with the decisions that we make. However, the truth is we are human beings. But the law is not very forgiving with doctors, especially if it is clear that you made a mistake. So nowadays, lawsuits are on the rise. Even in Ghana, my home country, it's on the rise. And so if you want to become a doctor, know that this is not a decision to be taken wantonly. At this point, I'd like to say thank you to to my English teacher, Mr. Titweni, from Jack and Jill School. Being a medical doctor is not a decision to just take like that. I think that we have to be more, we have to do research and get to know what we are getting into. Okay? But all in all, being a medical doctor is a very exciting career. I personally love being a medical doctor. And there are so many areas that you can go into. There are so many areas that you can choose from. And you most likely find an area that suits you and suits your lifestyle. And so it's a really, really wonderful profession. But the things I've mentioned above are some of the things to consider if you want to go into medicine. And so I hope this video was really informative And my next video, the part 2 of this video, is going to be about reasons why medicine is for you. And so if you're interested in seeing more of my videos, please subscribe, like, and share this video, and also comment down below. If you're a medical doctor in Africa and Europe, please comment down below on some of the reasons why medicine may not be for someone, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.